Missy Bauer with B&M Crop Consulting. We're here in the shop today talking about our 10-point planter checklist. Today we're working on number 4, the parallel arms. So parallel arms, a lot of issues we've seen with these over especially the last few years as we've moved and seen a lot more of the hydraulic downforce systems. As great as that is agronomically and all the advantages I love about the hydraulic system, it certainly has been a little harder on our parallel arm system. So one thing to just start with is making sure your bolts and bushings are staying tight enough. So we got 8 of these bolts on every single row unit, so tighten them up in the shop, and then during your planting season make sure we're checking those a few times and putting a guy in a wrench and going back through them all. But what you want to do while it's in the shop, pull out your bolts, take a look at them in the bushings. Is there any wear on the threads themselves? If so, we know we're going to be getting rid of them and replacing them. We're going to look at the bushing itself, and a lot of times these bushings will start to get like a mushroomed edge to it, like this one has on it. So if you rub your finger across it, I could feel that mushroom. So I know that that's a bad bushing. I'd be replacing my bolts and bushings. Hopefully you've caught it before you actually get into issues with the arms themselves. Unfortunately, this was not caught quick enough, so you can see this bushing in here, and there's so much space in here. I put a new bushing in, and we're not going to clean up that space. So the arm itself now has actually gotten a little bit what we would call egg-shaped, and trying to put a new bushing in there is not going to take that out. So at this point, I got to replace the arms themselves, which obviously gets a lot more expensive. So as I've seen a lot of hydraulic downforce systems being added to planters, which again I'm a huge fan of, I encourage everybody to go that route. But if you're not updating your parallel arms at the same time, we really end up running into troubles where you really get a lot of issues, especially that next year. So if you're adding a hydraulic system to your planter, let's go ahead and beef up your parallel arms at the same time. So there's a lot aftermarket products out there that got heavier arms, much bigger bushings, and just overall a little more heavy duty compared to a lot of the OEM stuff that's out there. So take a look at that. We really encourage you on your parallel arms, dig in a little bit deeper with our full planter clinic video series here. The link's below. You can get a lot more information there. We got some special discounts for you to take a look at as well.